our CEO, Mr. Lee, Managing Director of NFA, and the Director of Taiwan's Deep Sea Fisheries will give us a quick opening before we start the presentation. Following this, FCFs, we will have a presentation on the FSP program, followed by Bureau Veritas's introduction, and then we'll have a 20 minutes question and answer session.
First of all, I'd like to thank, and also we have our NGO friend from Greenpeace, from WWF, and also we have FCF staff, and then we have the Bureau Veritas partners. They are all joined there, and also we have the Personnel Association's owner representative. They are all join us.
At the same time, we also have archipelagic waters that is under the sovereignty of Papua New Guinea, and we have certain TAEs that we set basically to manage the resources. So sustainability of the resource, it's all our responsibility. It's not only for Papua New Guineans, but all of us on how we manage. And
this is a way that we were introduced earlier about the so-called integrated supply chain solution providers. Simply because in the past that FCF, this is a whole supply chain from fishing to retailers.
And we're wondering what information would you consider confidential and what information will be publicly accessible, and if there's like, where would that be? And we would like to take a look into that. Yes, that's the question we have. Sorry, a little, yeah.
Just a little, yeah. So Hubert.
Maybe I can answer the last question first. Regarding the confidentiality. So I'm not saying the information is confidential. I'm saying that between Bureau Veritas and FCF, there is some confidentiality agreement.
They use our factory fish for their products. So they would assign for their co-packer in Thailand, asking them that we want our product to be produced coming from a legitimate and a good project of factory fish. That is what we want. So that's the reason why we have Matthew of CEDAW is coming also. He's sitting here.
But I think my question is very clear, okay?
Yeah, your question is so clear. And your question is so clear that is most of the argument point between us and our buyer. To make it simple and maybe easier to understand, our buyer always tell us
audit for compliance. So since 2013 to now, we've become pretty experienced with the environmental part 2015, and decided to start our approach by looking at the UN's ILO, the International Labour Organization, that we're working with on the FAD3 program, the same FSP Prosane fleet operating out of the Western Central Pacific Ocean. So these are the vessels that we're focusing on to initiate this program. Children will be on board these vessels, the correct equipment on board to ensure that their social accountability, as this is, FCF has signed an endorsement publicly to support this. They are doing everything that's within, that's legal, as everything's normal, but
includes the whole industry, because also it is not possible to think that only one company will resolve all the issues, and even if one company can improve and try to improve. So this is a paper trail, and this we need to check.
Actually, today I just observer, but in any way, as the government's position to follow the regulation adopted by the Regional Fishery Management Organization is our principle. So, as mentioned by CEO Mr. Lee, has indicated that.
But I'm wondering, from your experience to work internationally, is there any progress being made in other countries or other vendors? They have already developed similar code of conduct, or
the fishing sector works toward more sustainable practices, working toward more sustainable tuna resources. We as a company wants to reward that practice.
All right, then. Thank you very much. This is a closing for the FSP presentation. Thank you all for participating. For those who are available to stay, at 6 o'clock we'll be having a buffet dinner event, which will be next door. So warmly welcome everyone to stay for this. And thank you very much. For everyone who's attended, we have souvenirs at the reception when you came in, so please, on your way out, please collect it. It's FCF mug, right? Yeah, FCF mug. Thank you.